Guys, welcome back to Ibby's Bookshelf. I'm Ibby, and last week I got an advance birthday present from my parents. My birthday is on February the 10th, so 2 or 3 days before, they gave me my advance present and said that because of lockdown, they're not going to get me anything fancy or special because they're not able to go out. So they got me the very last How to Train a Dragon book. It's the one book that I have not read, and they got it for me. I was so happy, even though I thought it was the only present that I was going to get. But then when my birthday actually came, I came into the kitchen and there was a big unicorn Harry Potter cake there with the sorting hat. There was magic meringue wands and everything. And my parents got me the entire Harry Potter series. But I'm going to be focusing on the How to Train a Dragon in today's video. I've got the entire set, and in my last video in the comments, someone asked me to review How to Train a Dragon, so that's what I'm doing in this video. I'll be reviewing the very first book. So, in How to Train a Dragon, at the very beginning, you see a young red-headed boy. He's skinny, he's like the very least person you'd expect to become a hero. But this boy is the hero. His name is Hiccup Horrendous Haddock III, heir to the throne of Burke and son of Stoic the Vast. He will be the next chief if he can pass these coming hard years. In the first book, you see that Hiccup is being bullied by his older cousin Snotlout. Snotlout he's big, he's got brawn, he thinks that he's the best, and really, he is the best. Sword fighting, bashy ball, even lessons in bad spelling. Yes, Vikings had a lesson that said bad spelling. I don't know. Snotlout was amazing in everything. Hiccup was not good at anything. But there was one thing that Hiccup had that Snotlout didn't. He had the promise of becoming the next chieftain. Snotlout was extremely jealous about this. He wanted to be the next chief. He thought, no, I'm not going to accept this guy as my chief. I deserve to be chief. We've all met this sort of person. The person who thinks that they're the best. So Snotlout pretty much made life really miserable for Hiccup and his best friend Fishlegs. Fishlegs is even worse than Hiccup. At least Hiccup can stand up and at least can carry a shield. Fishlegs has knock-knock knees, he needs glasses, he has eczema, he has hay fever, and he's allergic to dragons, which is horrible because there are dragons all over Burke. Dragons are the very essence to their lives. They need it for sailing, to catch their fish, to carry them into battle. So bad luck for Fishlegs. These young pupils are now going to be having a test. Other kids Hiccup's age will be going to the high cliffs in Burke to get their very first dragons. But Fishlegs gets overconfident and tries to get a deadly nadder. He wakes up the entire cave and they all have to rush out. Fishlegs is given a tiny dragon. He grabs it and gets out. But Hiccup still doesn't have a dragon. And he grabs the nearest thing he could and then gets out of there quick, with nearly losing his life. They nearly lost their life. Something that Snotlout would have been happy to happen. But still, Hiccup had got the smallest, most least obedient dragon there is. His name is Toothless, and he's a very common dragon, a common or garden dragon, really. But Hiccup was having so much trouble trying to control him. Toothless didn't listen to anything, so they went to go get a How to Train Your Dragon book. But inside there was only one rule to help you: yell at it. The book said to yell at your dragon. Hiccup tried that, it did not work. So instead he spoke to it. Dragons have their own language. Usually you can't understand it, but Hiccup could speak Dragonese. And he told Toothless jokes, made him laugh. Then when the exams came up, Toothless got into a fight with Snotlout's dragon. Typical. And all the boys were meant to be exiled because one dragon fight leads into many dragon fights. Accidents happen. So they were all meant to be exiled, cast out. And Hiccup's father, Stoic, could not do anything. He said that even though you are my son, I will have to cast you out. Hiccup usually did everything his father asked him to, but this time he got angry and he said, "What kind of father puts his stupid laws over his own son?" And the next day, 2 giant dragons, Dragonus Giganticus Maximus to be exact, came onto the beach and were planning to eat everyone, the villagers, the other dragon, everyone and everything. Hiccup was needed because they tried yelling at this dragon. Nothing worked. That's when Hiccup admitted that he could speak Dragonese. Now, the very person that everyone hated and wanted to throw out, next moment, they're all begging him to save them. Funny how that can happen. Hiccup, in the end, did save everyone. I'm not going to tell you how. But he did save everyone. And he killed the Sea Dragonus Giganticus Maximus, or the Green Death for short. That's what it was known as. Toothless, who was really disobedient, he came to Hiccup's rescue. Dragons are only loyal to a certain point. When all the other dragons thought Hiccup's plan would fail, they deserted their masters and flew off. But Toothless didn't. He came to his master's side and saved him. Thereafter, all the young Vikings, they were allowed to still stay on Berg. And Hiccup became quite popular for that short amount of time. So that's the first book in short. I absolutely love all the How to Train Your Dragon books. But honestly, the first book is kind of tame. There's not much excitement compared to the other books, especially the 12th book, which I finished. The 12th book is amazing. Compared to the other books, the first book isn't all that exciting, but it is a very important starting point if you ever want to read the series. I recommend reading it in order. It says you don't have to read it in order, but I do recommend. So that's the end of this video. I've been going on about How to Train Your Dragon for a really long time now. Bye guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.